Hey, Michael here to give you an update on what's going on out there in the weather community. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's get right into it. We have a lot of rain on the forecast. Rain, rain, go away and come again another day. We're seeing a lot of rain showers that are entering the area as essentially we do need the rain because of the severe drought in the situation, but it's just so much rain that is happening at the same time here. Let's look at the GFS model Friday. We're going to be having rain across the southeast, rain continuing once again, and then you see a little bit of a blob right there. Will that be a tropical development? Who knows? But that doesn't really seem to be like a problem right there. But then we continue to move greens and greens and greens into the June region, and this is the 18Z run. So this is going to be, I believe, the 6 p.m. update. And we're not really seeing a sign of a storm at all, actually, as a matter of fact, which is a good thing for um, people who need to prepare for tropical development. We don't see a sign of a storm whatsoever right now towards the United States as of right now in this. Well, we do get a little bit, actually. I take that back. I take that back. Actually, we do have a little bit of a spin up right there, as you can see there in Texas. We have a little bit of a spin up going towards the west over there. So that looks like that could, yeah, that definitely could be something. Okay, so Texas looking like that'll be an interesting thing there. If that were to happen, that'll be around maybe the June 5th region, about maybe a week from here. So are we going to get an update tomorrow from the National Weather Service? Well, the National Hurricane Center. So what will we see there is the question. Um, we continue to move this. Let's look at our European model, and I think this is the 12Z run. So 12Z, look at those rain showers as you can see across your screen. They're moving rain every day. Essentially, rain showers, and rain showers. You get a little bit of a low pressure, but we're watching, looking for maybe that rotation area. Let me bump this down just a little bit and then do we get it here on the European model? It looks like all of the ingredients are possibly there down south there. We're actually going to take this out. We're going to take this out to the western Atlantic, zoom this out just a little bit so we can see exactly like is if there's tropical formation or not. We're looking for that rotation there. So this is the European model 12Z. And we're going to run this a little bit in the. It doesn't really look like we're going to see anything here from the European model, and I think that's what we've noticed before. Actually, is the European model sort of not showing that system. Now, it may have shown that system earlier, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, though, but earlier in the time before. But as we look at this system right now, and I'm just going to wait for this to load just a second. As we look at the system now in the GFS model, we're seeing that possibility of rotation. The GFS has been hinting off in a potential system, and there you have it right there. There goes the indication right there in um, just north of Mexico, right there in the Gulf, and then right there we're seeing that rotation. We're looking for that rotation symbol right about there. You can see it, and it looks like it tries to do something there, and then it just goes away. So you see it there, the rotation, and then it will feed in and then go into Texas. But it looks like, as it shows right there, it tries to die down before it can even get to the United States, essentially. Then we would decide, well, we're getting too far out in the model runs there. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at the possibility of tropical development that's going to be along this coast area. So if you live in Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi, all of these coastal areas, even Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, the Carolinas, you need to be on the lookout Virginia on lookout, Texas on lookout. Not to say that it will happen. Once again, I'll express that. Not to say that this is going to happen. You need to be on lookout in these states, though. So Mexico needs to be on lookout. It looks like it's going to form right off just north of Mexico there. Um, if that were to happen, so all of these areas are up for grabs for tropical development here. So it could happen. Remember, I think that was just the day before yesterday or yesterday. We were seeing these storms. The storm was moving eastern. Now we're seeing something where, well, actually, that storm was also moving this way. Now we're seeing it shift left. It's all in that area right here in the Gulf that we need to be watching. All right here, and also along the Atlantic as well. We need to be watching here. So these southern states right here, you need to be on lookout. Make sure that you're prepared for these situations. Make sure you have a way to get NOAA weather radios, ways to get alerts, and things of that nature. So all of those things, making sure you're prepared for these situations. But that's going to do it for today. I just wanted to inform you guys on that. Today we're going to be having rain showers across the United States, though. Same stuff, severe storms, showers and thunderstorms. Then you move towards the west, you're going to get the red flag warnings. Up north, the heat advisory. So the typical stuff that's been happening already for the past few days or day or two or so. So showers and thunderstorms throughout the whole entire United States, all the way up to even the Seattle region. Then we're going to be seeing those storms all the way down to Miami, that chance of rain, thunderstorms ish. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in another video. Also, check out the Radar Room podcast hosted by me. You can check that out on Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you out there in the weather community.